Alright, it's time to install the cabinet drawers that I built in the last couple videos. If you didn't catch that, I'll put the cards in the top corner. You can take a look. One video I cut all the boards and cut the pieces, and then the next video I put them together using some wood glue and 18 gauge nails. And here I've got the drawer slides. These are pretty heavy duty, 100-pound capacity drawer slides, full extension, soft close. So for mounting this bracket on the drawer box, the key is figuring out where the slides in the cabinet are going to be first of all. And so on those cabinet boxes, there's the door hinge right there above the drawer slide, and the key is to fit the drawer slide in the space under the door hinge there. And so then once that's kind of in, once I figured out where that's going to go, then that kind of dictates where the bracket on the drawer box needs to go. Now it's going to be important that the drawer slides are perfectly square and parallel with each other, right, so that the drawer can slide smoothly. And so here I'm checking that the box is square, and then that's going to be my reference point for where the drawer slides need to end up. These drawer slides have a couple of ways you can mount them. So at the front of the cabinet, the slide is mounted directly to the face frame there, right under the hinge. But then at the back, it has a bracket that attaches to the back of the cabinet. But alternatively, if you have like frameless cabinets that don't have that face frame sticking out on the front, you can mount them directly to the side of the box. And so you would take that bracket off, and then the whole slide would mount to the side of the box. So here I've got my torpedo level with the magnets. That comes in pretty handy right here, being able to stick it right on there and have the magnets hold it on. So here I've got the first set installed, and I was having a little trouble sliding the drawer in and out, and I realized that I had made the boxes slightly too small for the size of the cabinet. So it was about 1/8 of an inch, and I think it was just differences in the tape measure that I measured the cabinets with versus what I used when I was assembling the drawers. And so I ended up having to run to Home Depot. I got these paint stir sticks, and they happen to be just the right size. They're 1/8 of an inch thick, and so I cut down a short little strip of the stir sticks and was able to use that to shim the drawer slides out a little bit from the box and make it the right size for the drawers that I built. Here, I'm just using the utility knife. I didn't have any saws with me. This is over at my mother-in-law's house, putting these in for her, and so I didn't have any saws with me to cut these down, so I'm just using my knife. And here, since I moved the front in 1/8 of an inch, of course the back also needs to move. So I was having to unscrew those screws and re-drill the holes and move those back brackets over too. Yeah, and you saw me using the tape measure. The way I was squaring this up, I was measuring how far from the inside of the box the slides are in the front, and then taking that dimension and just kind of copying it to the back, and then making sure, there's a little bit of wiggle room in that bracket, so kind of adjust it until it's where it needs to be to match the front, and then kind of level it up. All right, making sure that the doors close all the way. Now we got the next set. Okay, so I've pre-drilled the hole in the face frame, and then I've got to use my little paint stick shim in there, and so cutting that down a size, and then I also pre-drill a hole in there, otherwise that would probably split as soon as I try to screw into it. And so once that's all put together, then I go ahead and lock in the front, and so once that's screwed in, then I can pretty much just level it, and then that kind of dictates where the bracket on the back needs to be as far as the height. So the video is actually going to cut off here. My GoPro ran out of battery while I was recording this, and so I don't have all of the install, but it's basically the same process. 5 more times for the rest of the drawers, right? So 3 cabinets, 2 drawers each, 6 total. So here's what the finished product looks like. And total, I spent about 3.5 maybe days on this, we'll call it. And so 1, cutting the pieces, number 2, assembling the boxes, and then 3rd, doing the install. And so that's kind of what went into this. If you want to see more DIY projects that I'm taking on, hit subscribe. That helps me out. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys.